Welcome to episode 15 of the Ready for More podcast. If you love a challenge, if a challenge is what sparks you and really creates energy, go out and find the way to make those challenges real. Find the way to make yourself accountable for those challenges. Welcome to the Ready for More podcast, where we share success strategies and stories for women business owners, entrepreneurs who are ready for more for yourself and for your business. I'm your host, Heather Cameron, and I'm here to help you to discover your unique path to profitability and success so you can achieve your more on your own terms. Are you ready for more? You can find today's show notes and links at www.igniteyourmarket.com/readyformore. Good day and welcome to Monday. Today's weekly tip is all about, do you love a challenge? If somebody or something challenges you to get something done, does that light a fire under you? Does that get you motivated? Do you work better when you feel a sense of challenge, when you want to prove to someone or something, even yourself, that you're going to get something done, or you want to show that you're going to get better or you're going to improve? Does a challenge motivate you? Now, I know for me, it absolutely does. And I'll give you the story that happened that kind of brought this topic to mind for me. Is I'm part of a group program where we have the ability to have an accountability partner on a monthly basis. And I was paired with a new accountability partner, and she really was listening to me, and we were talking about what we needed to get done. And I was talking about this program that I want to release. And she's like, well, why are you waiting? Why aren't you doing it? And I'm like, I don't know why, complex set of emotions of why it hasn't gone out the door. And she's like, well, what happens if you just do it? What happens if you just work on it and you get it out the door and you just do it? Now, don't wait till January, just do it. And I'm like, well, okay, I can do that. So that ability, that component of her challenging me really put me in motion. And it not only is it helping me get this program done, but it's also getting me motivated to do it better. In the time since she issued this challenge to the time that I'm recording this podcast, not only have I worked to get the final steps to get out of the door, but I've actually revisited it, and the program will be better now than it was before. And that has to do with just that moment, that sense of energy that having a challenge brings for me. So I want to help you think about, where can you get the challenges? Where can you get not only a challenge, but accountability to that challenge? And I wanted to share 4 possible ways that you can bring that sense of challenge and that sense of improvement into your own business and your own working. Number 1 is an accountability group, and that's why I created the Ready for More Business Circle in Facebook. It's a private group. You can come, you can join. It's free. It's all about, on Monday, we set what we want to be held accountable for, and then we report back at the duration that we say, and it's to hold each other accountable, to put out that scary date. In fact, someone did that today where they said, I am going to get this done next Wednesday. It's scary, but I'm putting it here. I'm going to get it done, and I'm telling you, my world, that I'm going to get it done in a safe and secure place. So accountability groups are hugely powerful for that. And you can have your own accountability group that you create. You can join an accountability group or free group like mine on Facebook, or you can pay for a paid program to get an accountability group. Any of those work. You have to give them a chance to see if they work for you, and you also have to know when it's not working for you. And those are an important part of creating this accountability. The second part is to get an accountability partner. And the same thing applies. It's putting something out to someone else and having them hold you accountable for it, and having them call you on your own internal dialogue that holds you up, which is basically what this accountability partner did for me. Now, you can get accountability partners through your you could find one your own and just reach out. You could participate in a group where it offers accountability partners. You'd be surprised how many people are willing and want to hold that. And I say the same thing with accountability partners. Find someone, try it out. I have been mismatched in accountability partners where the places that we were in business and the way that we were doing business wasn't the same, and it was a one-sided relationship. So be careful in that sense that if you partner with somebody, make sure it's a balanced relationship. You don't have to be in the same business. You don't have to be in the same stage of your business, but you do have to be in the same mindset to be able to hold people accountable, to ask the right questions, to prompt people to want to be accountable to you. The third type is a coach. So a life coach or a business coach, because all of this applies to your personal life. You know, if you want to get in shape and you work with a fitness coach who's holding you accountable and giving you challenges so that each time you go to the gym or each time you work out, you slowly get better and you start challenging yourself, the same thing applies to business as it does to that environment. So a coach, a life coach, a business coach, someone who will help you, hold you accountable, who will get to know when they need to push you and really help you break down the barriers and the things that are keeping you from doing that thing that you want to do, from stepping into your next step of your business or your next moment of brilliance. It's important to have a coach can do that for you. The fourth one is something that I participated in a lot, and these are kind of more minutes of accountability or minutes of challenge, and that's online Facebook challenges. They're becoming very popular. My advice when you do them is to choose them carefully. I've been in ones that have been really good and have caused me to do things that I need to do. For example, I was in one that was called Supercharge Your Facebook group, and that's really what pushed me from sitting on creating my Facebook group to releasing it. I was in another one that was about boosting your Facebook presence, and a number of what they did in that 5-day challenge has really enhanced my Facebook business page. I have been in others that really sounded exciting, but in some ways just sucked my time and I got nothing done. So it's important to recognize the ones that are good for you. But the concept of a 5-day Facebook challenge or any other medium is like, it's little pieces of work each day, and at the end of those 5 days you've accomplished something. And often they're things that we sit on or we find uncomfortable or we haven't been doing because we're not sure how to do it. So there's value in that type of challenge. So that's kind of like a working challenge on a very specific topic or item. The last one is self-challenges. Now, it's going to depend on your personality and how you work as to how well you can handle a self-challenge. And I know personally in certain parts of my life when I challenge myself and I'm competing or challenging against myself, I do really well. In other parts of my life, I don't. So I know from a business perspective, I do much better when I have that exterior somebody challenging me and I have that exterior accountability. When I'm working out or I'm doing fitness and I'm trying to improve my health, I actually do quite well on self-challenges. Like I'll walk an extra 1,000 steps today, or I'll go an extra 5 minutes on my kayak. Those challenges I'm really good at. But when it comes to the broader of business, I need that accountability. So it's recognizing when you're really good at self-challenges and when you're not. So if you love a challenge, if a challenge is what sparks you and really creates energy, go out and find the way to make those challenges real. Find the way to make yourself accountable for those challenges, because once you do that and you accomplish challenge number 1, that builds momentum to challenge number 2, that builds momentum to challenge number 3, and it really helps you get out of your comfort zone, challenge some of the things, feel the fear and do it anyways, get out, dare to try these things by having somebody who believes in you holding you accountable. And that's what this week's topic is about. That's what this week's tip is about. Find that challenge. Find that way of holding yourself accountable to it. Find that way to create the momentum in your business so that you start to really release and you start to act on all these wonderful things that you can do so that you can take your business to the next level. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Ready for More podcast. You can find today's show notes and links at www.igniteyourmarket.com/readyformore. My name is Heather Cameron. I'm your podcast host. And when I'm not hosting this podcast, I'm busy working with entrepreneurial women like you who are ready for more in their business and are looking to get focused on their own unique path to success. You can find more about myself and my programs at www.igniteyourmarket.com. If you like what you heard, feel free to rate, review, and share with your friends. And don't miss an episode by subscribing. Until next time, remember, now is the best time to focus on your more and be inspired by your own unique gifts.